Obviously, if anyone wants to do this over the Christmas period, you are more than welcome. Remember, click on the pop-up on the screen to get rid of it, and we will get going. Silly me, talking away. So today we are either using, if we've got a small ball, or if you don't have a small ball, a pillow. Pillow just for some squeezing of the legs. Absolutely fine. Small ball if you have it, or a small pillow.
Oh dear.
I should have told you that before I got you comfortable in front of your cameras, really. Sorry.
Going down.
Once you do have them, pillow or ball, pop them to the side because we're not using them just yet. And everyone, can you see me okay? It's quite a busy background, but can everyone see me okay? I talk through everything anyway.
All good.
We are all back and we are all ready to go. So first things first, can you have a check on your feet and what your feet are doing? So can you take a look down? Can you make sure that they are underneath your knees lined up with your hips? And as usual, we're now sat up nice and tall, and we're going to stay this way for the next hour. Right, starting from the top of your head with your neck turn. So on your first out breath, can you turn your head all the way to the left, please? As much as you can. And then on the in breath, bring it back. So we're looking back to that camera. And then we're ready to go to the right. Turning that head. And then bringing it back. Well done. Couple more each side. Nice and steady as you go. And as usual, can you make sure your shoulders don't move with you? It's only your head and your neck that are turning. Good, bring it back. And on this next one, we turn the head to the left. We hold it here. Now I want you to drop your chin to your left shoulder. So increasing that stretch. You then bring your head back up and then turn it back to that start position. Good. And we'll go to the other side. So to the right, turning the head, hold it. Now chin down to that right shoulder. Bring that head back up and then turn it back to center. Good, guys. One more to each side. Just noticing if it's a bit tighter on one side than the other. And then bring it back. Perfect. Finishing off one to the right. And then dropping the chin down, bringing the head back up, and then bringing that head back to center. Perfect. Right, down to the shoulders. Roll them back for me. So squeeze the shoulders up towards the ears. Now squeeze them behind, squeeze the shoulder blades, and rolling them back round. Perfect. Make sure you don't start to slouch with this one. Keep up nice and tall. Perfect. And then let's reverse, going the other way. Forwards. Perfect. Big movement. My shoulders feel very stiff this morning. No, it's definitely not morning anymore. It's afternoon. Right, hold them. You can tell it's already been a long day for me. Right, guys, breathe in and squeeze those shoulders up towards your ears. Now, as you breathe out, slowly drop them back down to that start position. Good. Head's nice and tall. We're going again. Breathing in, shoulders up towards the ears. And as you breathe out, nice and slowly dropping them back down. Perfect. We're going to do two a bit more heavier now. So breathe in, shoulders up. And as you breathe out, drop them back down. Yes. The last one. Up they go. And then drop it. Perfect. Right. Now, attention down to our arms. Still taking the focus of the shoulders into it as well. So before we do anything, can you make sure you're not going to sort of hit a tree? Mainly this time of the year, hit a tree. Don't hit the tree. Yeah, good. So dropping your left arm down to your side, please. Good. Sitting up nice and tall, I want you to breathe in and float that arm up and out to the side. Good. And then on the out breath, bring it back down. 3 more on this side. Up it goes. Nice. And take it down. No leaning over to the right side as that arm lifts up. And down. Right, on this last one, breathing in, bring it up shoulder height. Breathing out, lift it to the ceiling. Good. In breath brings it back down shoulder height. And out breath all the way down. Good. 2 more of those. Up shoulder height. Into the ceiling. Good. And take it down. All the way. Good. Last time, guys. Up it goes. And reach it up. Good. Down to that shoulder. All the way down. And just give that shoulder a bit of a wiggle up. Lovely. Right, my lovelies. Over to our right side now, okay? So happy for you to do exactly the same, not assisting. But if you want to use left hand to help, absolutely fine. If it's easier, take the arm forward instead of out to the side. Might be a bit easier, okay? If you can, starting with the right arm down to your side. Good, so we're lifting up shoulder height first. So breathing in, lifting it up and out to shoulder height. Good. And then on the out breath, slowly bring it back down. Well done. And we're going to go again. We've got 3 more, up and out. Good. And control it down. Well done. 2 more. No leaning over to the left side. Keep up nice and tall. Take it down. Good. Last one now. In breath, bringing it up, shoulder height. Now on the out breath, we're going to the ceiling if you can. Yes. Now control it back down, shoulder height. And then all the way back down. Good. 3 more now. Shoulder height. And then all the way to the ceiling. 1. Well done. Control it back down, shoulder. And take it down. 2 more. Remember, do not hold your breath with this. Up and out. Reach it up. Good. Slowly bring it back down. Have a rest if you need to. Otherwise, we've got 1 more coming up, guys. Shoulder up. Yes. To the ceiling, reach up. Good. Control it all the way back down. Rest that arm and give those shoulders a wiggle. So you've got to make sure you remember me over the Christmas period. So I need you to go away from this class feeling a bit of work, okay? Right, my lovelies. We're now taking our attention to our spines. First one is our lovely one where we're twisting from side to side. We're trying to look behind us, but we're keeping our bottom stuck to the chair. Hands can be rested on your legs, so you can use them. You can push into your legs to get a bit more rotation. Go into the left first. So we're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, turn the head to the left first. Now shoulders start to turn. Now that spine is rotating. Push into your legs, see if you can go a bit further. Breathing in. And as you breathe out, slowly bringing yourself all the way back round. Yeah, nice. Well done. Still sat up nice and tall. Gonna go round to the right now on the out breath. Turn the head first. Shoulders. Spine starts to go. Again, push into that leg. Hold it here, breathing in. And then breathing out. Release it all the way back to that start position. Good. Adding a bit on this time. So round to the left we go again on the out breath. Turn the head, spine starts to go, rotating as much as you can. I want you to breathe in here. And now as you breathe out, can you turn a bit further? Can you look behind you a bit more? Breathing in and then breathing out. Release, coming all the way back. Yeah, lovely. And exactly the same round to the right. Deep breath in, and on the out breath, turn the head. Spine starts to turn, looking behind you. Now we're breathing in, we're holding it here. Now, as you breathe out, can you turn a bit further? Again, hold it. And then as you breathe out, bring yourself all the way back to that start position. Lovely. Right, guys, taking our spines side to side now. So we'll start on the left side. Well, no, we won't start on the left side. We'll start with the left arm moving and bending to our right. And we'll do 4 that way. So if we start with left arm down to your side. Perfect. And can you make sure your bottom is stuck to your chair? That's not going anywhere. So 2 moves. That first move, I want you to breathe in and float your arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. Now, as you breathe out, head drops over to the right shoulder. Right shoulder drops down. Now, spine starts to bend. That's what makes the arm move. Good. Breathe it in, hold it here. Now, as you breathe out, bringing yourself all the way back up. Everything comes back up, and then that arm floats down. Yeah, good. So what you're aiming for is you want to feel the stretch down this left side, okay? We'll go again. In breath, all the way up with the arm. Out breath, head first, shoulder, spine. Going over as much as you can, but keeping your bottom on that chair. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Back up we come, and float that arm down. Very nice. Last time on this side now. Stretching all the way up to that ceiling. And then let's start to bend to the side. Good, very nice. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Bring it back up, and float that arm down. Just give that shoulder a bit of a wiggle. Perfect. Right, my lovelies. 2 options now on the other side. If you're happy, you can quite happily use that right arm and come over. If you don't want to use the arm, you don't have to. You can still do everything just with your hands in your lap and just focusing on what your spine is doing. Yeah, so 2 options. You do what is best for you, okay? Give it a try. If you don't like it, change it. If you want to use right arm, you can float right arm down to your side now. Bottom is stuck to your chair again. We're breathing in to float the arm up towards the ceiling to begin with. Now, focusing on the spine. As you breathe out, head drops over to the left shoulder. Left shoulder drops. Now the spine starts to go. Yeah, good. Breathing in to hold. Now, as you breathe out, you come back up as one, nice and tall. If you're using the arm, lower the arm down. Well done. We've got 2 more of these on this side. So if you're using the arm, reaching it up on that in-breath. Now on the out-breath, head, shoulder, spine starts to bend, reaching over. Feel that stretch if you can. Breathing in, and then breathing out. All the way back up. Like that. Well done. Last time, I always find when I'm doing this exercise and I say head, shoulder, I then want to say knees and toes. Especially now that song is part of my life. I have to stop myself every time. Right, guys, last time on this one. Arm up if you're using the arm. Reach into the ceiling. Head, shoulder, spine. Over you go. Breathing in and then breathing out. Bring it all the way back up. Float the arms out. Give those shoulders a wiggle. Well done. Good job. So hopefully you're feeling a bit more stretched through that spine. That's the main thing. Everything's warming up. So we're going to finish off with our spinal stretches with our lovely one where we open our chest up to the ceiling, really open up this bit here, have a bit of a stretch. And then we're going to go into our roll downs, okay? So we've done these ones before. Open chest, come back, down into our roll down. Remember, Let the blood come back to your head before you do any fast movements. That's the main thing to remember. So sitting up nice and tall for me. Good. First thing, I want you to breathe in, and as you breathe out, look up to the ceiling for me. Open that throat up. Now, squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. Little bit of an arch in the lower back. Opening that chest up to the ceiling. I want you to breathe in, and then as you breathe out, slowly bringing yourself back to that start position. So head comes back down, shoulders come back forward. Good. Taking another big breath in. And then as you breathe out, nodding the chin to the chest. That's your first move. Now shoulders roll forward. Head slowly starts to come down towards those knees. You can let the hands slide down towards the feet. Just let them hang. Keep your bottom on that chair. You're breathing in. And then as you breathe out, bit by bit now, you're slowly restepping that back all the way. Nice and tall. Up we come. Very nice. Yeah, good. And then we'll do one more each way again. So on the out breath, up towards the ceiling, we're looking. Shoulders behind us, squeezing them together. Feel that stretch through the front of your chest. Breathing in and then breathing out. Bring it all the way back. So head comes back down, shoulders forward. Taking another deep breath in. And then on the out breath, last little roll down, nodding the chin, rolling the shoulders, slowly bringing that head down towards those knees. Keep that bottom on that seat. Good. Once you've reached that point you're happy with, you're going to breathe in. And then as you breathe out, bringing it all the way back up. Okay. And then this is the nice bit. You can slouch back in your chair for a second. Turn off all those muscles in your back. Heather, I can always know when you're sat up nice and tall, because as soon as you slouch back, I can hardly see you. I always know when you're cheating, and it's very rare that Heather cheats as well. Likewise, focusing on your feet and your ankles. Keep your toes on the floor and lift both heels off and away. Good. So both heels off if you can. And then bringing them back down to the floor. And we'll go again. Lifting those heels. Might feel a bit of a stretch, bit of creaking, cracking going on. And take them down. And then last time, heels lift off. And then bring them back down. Perfect. Left foot, lifting it away from the floor and start to roll that ankle. So a big circle you're trying to draw. And if you can, at the same time with the right hand, turning at the wrist. Use the left hand to help if you need to. So left foot, right hand. Yeah, good. Reverse the circles, go the other way. One more. And then bring that foot down, bring that hand down. Other side now, if you can, right foot, big circle through the ankle. Even a shuffle on the floor is absolutely fine. Add a bit of coordination in, left hand now at the same time. Yes. And then circles go the other way. And then rest that hand, rest that foot. Perfect. Right, guys. So let's get on to some work. First off, I want to give our little legs a bit of a stretch. Legs and hips a bit of a stretch. So, two options. If you have a ball, place the ball underneath your left foot. I'd like the ball to sit underneath your left foot. If you do not have a ball, it's absolutely fine because all of these exercises you can do without it, okay? So, instead of rolling the ball away, you will just be lengthening your leg away. Hopefully that makes sense. You can do everything just without the ball. That's fine, okay? So if you do have a ball, ball is sat underneath your left foot. Your feet are still hip width apart. And unfortunately, we're sat up nice and tall again. So those back muscles are working. That tummy is nice and strong. So working with that left leg to begin with. If you could slowly either roll the ball away from you, so you straighten the leg away, or just straighten the leg away from you, absolutely fine. And then slowly bring that leg back in. So we're going to go again, sending that foot away from you, whichever way you're doing it. Good. And bring it back. So if you do have a ball underneath your foot, obviously, make sure it's nice and controlled. You're not in the World Cup, so you're not going to be kicking the ball anywhere, okay? Bring it back. I don't know why I even spoke about football just then. I hate it so much. I'm sorry. I deal with enough football in the house in the year, you know, Tottenham supporter and everything. Not interested in the World Cup.
Oh.
And bring it back. Right, last time, whether you're rolling the ball or sending the leg away, send it away. If you don't have the ball underneath your foot, make sure your foot is rested on the floor, okay? Keeping the leg nice and long, or as long as possible, can you flex your toes in towards you? So you want to think about drawing your toes in towards you. The more you draw your toes in towards you, the lovelier the stretch is at the back of your leg. Can everyone feel a stretch at the back of the leg? Mm. Does it feel good?
Oh.
Yeah. Sarah's antlers are popping away there. Right, guys, point the foot away from you. So then you release that stretch. So pointing the toes away. And we'll go 2 more times. Flexing the toes in towards you. So turn that stretch on. Keep up nice and tall as well. There we go. Good. Point the toes away. And then 1 more each way. Flexing those toes in. Turn that stretch on. And then pointing the toes. Right. Keep the toes pointed now. So either foot's on the ball or on the floor. Toes are pointed away. Okay. Sat up nice and tall, hands on your thigh. So hands on your left thigh for me. Good. Want you to breathe in. And now as you breathe out, slowly sliding your hands down towards your left foot. Don't have to touch the toes. Just want you to go as far as comfortable, really. Might feel a bit more of a stretch through the back of the leg, maybe into the lower back as well. Want you to breathe in. And then as you breathe out, slide the hands back up the thigh and sit up nice and tall. Right, we're changing the foot position now. Flex the toes in towards you, toes in towards you. And we're going to do exactly the same. Breathe it in. Now as you breathe out, slide the hands down towards that left foot, as close as you can get, but should feel a bit more of a stretch now. Breathe it in. And then as you breathe out, slowly sliding the hands back up, sitting nice and tall. And then you can roll or draw that leg back into that start position. Perfect. Yeah. So nice and stretched out on that lovely left leg. Basically, if you stood up now, your left leg would be longer than your right. That's basically what it means. So ball underneath that left foot still, or left foot is on the floor. Either way is absolutely fine. We're actually taking our focus to our right leg now. I want our left leg to stay as still as possible. Don't want it moving. We're only going to be moving our right leg now, okay? So specifically from the hip, I want you to breathe in, and as you breathe out, slowly dropping your right knee out to the right-hand side. Any little movement, and then in breath, bring it back into that start position. So if you are on a ball, that left leg wants to wobble, make sure it doesn't. We're going again. Right knee dropping out to the side. Hello, Bella. And then in breath, bringing it back in. Very good, nice and controlled. Last time now on that side. Dropping that knee out. And then bringing it back in. Perfect. Keep that right leg steady. Same thing, but we're going on the left leg now. Again, be careful if you're on the ball. I don't want to see the foot rolling everywhere. Should stay in the same position, hopefully. You're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, slowly drop in the left knee out to the left-hand side. Yeah, good. Perfect. And then bringing it back in. You've got to work a bit harder to make sure if you're on the ball, it doesn't go anywhere. 2 more. Dropping it out. It's a bit wobbly. And bring it back in. Well done. Last time with this side. Controlled as it drops out. And then bring it back in. Perfect. Right, guys. Still not moving that ball. It's still staying underneath that left foot. But again, we're taking our focus back over to the right leg, okay? This time, we're going to start lifting right foot up away from the floor, okay? So if you have the ball underneath your left foot, I don't want you to put too much pressure down into that ball as you lift your right leg, okay? That will mean tummy will have to work harder. And one thing I really don't want to see is as you lift the right foot up, you lean back, which makes it easier, okay? And I will be able to tell if you're cheating. The way I usually tell is whoever's cheating has a big smile on their face. Right, guys, are we ready? Our tummies are engaged. We're sat up nice and tall. Hands behind the back of the thigh. If you need that extra support, that's absolutely fine as well, okay? You're breathing in. Now, as you breathe out, lifting that right foot away from the floor, just a tiny lift if you can manage it. And in breath, controlling it back down. Now, this time when you do it, try not to put too much pressure down through the ball if you're using it. On the out breath, lifting right foot, off it comes. Tummy's working, nice and tall. And in breath, bring it back down. Well done, good. 2 more now. Don't lose that lovely long back. Off it comes on the out breath. And in breath, bring it down. Good, no leaning back. Last time, off and away it goes. Good. And then bring that foot back down. Give that leg a bit of a wiggle. Good. Hopefully you should have felt muscles working in the leg, tummy, and actually in this left leg as well, which is always good. Don't kick the ball away just yet. One last exercise on this side and then we can switch over. So really testing our muscles now, okay? Have a break if you need it. Breathing in. As you breathe out, hovering that right foot away from the floor, little lift. Keep it lifted if you can. I want little pulses. Off we go. Go on, pulse. We're pulsing for 5 and 4. Keep tall. 3. Not too much pressure down through the ball. 2. Last one. And bring that foot back down and rest those little legs. Oh, now she takes an interest in what I do. Do you know why? Because she wants to be fed, don't you, Bella? Yeah. Well, you're my friend. She wants food. Right, guys, let's roll the ball over to our right foot now. If you can, if you're using the ball, give it a try. Ball underneath the right foot now. Yes. She's really hovering around like a bad smell now. No, because she wants food, but I'm not feeding her. Yeah, get comfy. So ball underneath that right foot. Left foot firmly on the floor now. And she's going to start playing with the baubles on the tree now, isn't she? Leave the tree alone then. When you see on the bed like this when I'm doing Pilates, never.
Yeah, but you're in a strange place.
Yeah, why? Yeah, why are you in this position? You're never in this position. So we're doing exactly the same with our right leg. If you've got the ball underneath the foot, great. If not, exactly the same moves apply. So sitting nice and tall. Want you to breathe in, and as you breathe out, 2 options. You either roll the ball away to send that right leg away, or you step that foot forward, slide it forward, whichever you fancy. Now, control it. This is the hard bit, rolling it back in. Good. And then let's keep going with those one. Couple more. Let's see how we get on. Good. And bring it back in. How is it with the ball underneath the right foot? If you don't get on with the ball underneath the right foot, take it away. It's
Oh,
absolutely.
thank goodness for that. I couldn't manage the ball and my foot and
Who just said that? Thank goodness for that. What's that?
love it, but no.
Absolutely fine. Don't need to have the ball underneath that foot if you don't want to. That's fine. If it's easier without it. I can see Paul, take the ball away if you want to. Paul's arm, this ball is staying here. It's going to- Right, guys, on this last one, send that leg away from you, nice and long, and keep it there if you can. So nice, as long as possible. Doesn't matter if there's a slight bend in the knee, you'll still get the same feeling. So first thing is, I want you to flex your toes in towards you. So bring those toes in towards you. That's where you get that lovely stretch. And then point your toes away from you. So we turn the stretch off completely. And we'll do it 2 more times each way. So flexing the foot in towards you. Again, that lovely stretch shoots right up your leg. And then point away. And then 1 more each way. Flex in. And let's finish off with the toes pointed away from us. Right, keep your bottom nice and heavy on that chair. And if you can, hands on that right thigh for me. Good. We're going to breathe in here. And now, as you breathe out, slowly sliding those hands down that right leg to a point where you're comfortable with, okay? So down we go towards that foot, keeping that bottom heavy on the chair. I want you to breathe in here. And then as you breathe out, sliding those hands back up, we come sitting tall. And we'll do exactly the same again, but this time, if you can, flex the toes in towards you. That's where we're trying to turn that stretch on down the back of the leg. And we'll go 1 more time, sliding the hand down towards that foot. Again, you might feel a stretch through the leg. It might go into that lower back, wherever's tighter. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, bringing yourself all the way back up. And you can bring that leg back to that start position, whether it is foot rested on the floor or foot rested on that horrible ball. Good, right now. So if you do have your right foot on the ball, you need to keep this leg nice and steady now. It is not going to move, and all that will be moving is your left leg, okay? Because we're doing our lovely little knee opening. So focusing, left knee out to the side, working from the hip, on the out breath, dropping that left knee, out it goes. Good. And in breath, bring it back in. And we'll go again, 2 more times. Out it goes. Nice, so we're getting that hip working now. And bring it back to that start position. Ready for 1 last time. Out it goes. Good, bring it back to that start position. Now we'll give it a go on that right side, okay? So if you do have the ball there, try and keep it as steady as possible. Keep the left leg from moving, and on the out breath, right knee, out it goes. So if you've got the ball there, you've got to work a bit harder. And in breath, bring it back. Good job, yes. No slouching though, still tall. 2 more, out. Good. Now bring it back in. Oh, well done, Paul. Yes. Last time coming up now on the out breath. Out it goes. And then bring that leg back to that start position. Well done. Good. Right now, so lifting left foot up and away from the floor. Not too much pressure down through the ball. And I definitely do not want to see legs doing all of this business, okay? I thought Paul was taking the mickey then doing that, but he was just getting his foot back into position. There we go. Doesn't matter, you do to help. You can hold on to that knee. I'm not going to shout at you. That's absolutely fine. Right, guys. Tummy's engaged. Back is nice and long. Breathing in. As you breathe out, left foot hovering it up and away from the floor. And in breath, slowly bringing it back down. Hardest thing is making sure you're not leaning back when you do this. And again, left foot up and away. Good. And take it down. 2 more. Not too much pressure into that right foot down on the floor. Good. And bring it down. Let's try if we can do the next bit without stopping. So on the out breath, lifting left foot up and away from the floor. Hold it here. Pulse it up. Little pulses. Go on. Keep that tummy engaged. Keep that back long. We're pulsing for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot down. Take that ball away. Give your little legs a bit of a wiggle. I'm sure I just started off that section saying I was going to give your legs a nice stretch, but I actually made your legs work quite hard. Hopefully it was a bit nice at some points as well, you know. Right, guys. If we can now, if you don't have a ball, grab hold of your pillow, okay? Because what I need you to do is either place ball or pillow between your inner thighs, okay? Maybe if you're using a pillow, Jenny, that pillow's quite thick anyway, isn't it? Mine's just quite thin. I was going to say double it up so you've got a bit more to work with. But if it's thick, it's fine. I think it was fine, Jenny. As long as you promise you're going to work hard, Jenny, yeah? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Right. Either way, can you make sure your feet are firmly on the floor for me, okay? And make sure you're not too close to the back of your chair. Yeah, you've got a bit of room behind you to work with. So you might want to shuffle yourself forward as well, because we will be doing a bit of leaning back to get that tummy working. Yes. Yeah, there goes everyone. Well done. Right, guys. Ball or pillow between inner thighs. Bit of connection going on, not too much just yet. Don't tire your inner thighs out just yet. Hands resting on your thighs, sat up nice and tall. Want you to breathe in, and as you breathe out, want you to slowly lean yourself back towards the back of your chair. Breathe in and hold. Now, as you breathe out, slowly bring yourself all the way back up. Perfect. Just going to show you side on, just to make sure we know we're keeping the spine as straight as possible as we go back, yeah? So make sure the head doesn't drop back or it doesn't drop forward. Head stays in line with that spine. You're hinging from here, from your hips, okay? Right, 4 more to go. So on the out breath, hinging back. I mean, you go as far as you want to. You should feel that tummy start to work. And then slowly up. 2 more now on the out breath. Good. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Bring yourself back up. Yes, good. Go on, last time. The more you go, the longer you go to the back of the chair, the more you feel those tummy muscles working. Breathe it in, and then as you breathe out, bring yourself all the way back up. Good. Just think, we've got to work our tummies as much as possible so we can fit in all those mince pies. Yeah. Right, guys. If we can, holding on with left hand to right wrist. So left hand holding on to right wrist. Good. And want us to have our hands out in front of us. Yeah, so that's our start position already. Quite a hefty one there. Good. Right, breathing in here. As you breathe out, again, slowly hinging back towards that chair. Breathe it in to hold. And then as you breathe out, bringing yourself all the way back up. Yeah, taking your hands out now. It's harder. 3 more. Out breath. Go. Good. And then bring it back up. Squeeze into those tummy muscles to bring you back up. You've got 2 more of these, and then I'll let you have a rest. Take it back, hinge back. Breathe in and hold. As you breathe out, bring it back up. Good. Go on, guys. Keep those arms lifted. Last time. Back you go. Breathing in and then breathing out. Back up we come. Nice and tall. Rest those hands down for a second. Good. Right, we haven't finished those ones. But the next time we do this, can we make sure arms lift absolutely fine? But it doesn't mean shoulders lift as well. Relax those shoulders. Yes, right. So have a rest. Arms down, don't tire yourself out, because I'll show you the next bit we're going to be doing. Exactly the same, arms are going to start in front of you. You'll hinge yourself back to a point that you can hold. And then from here, we're going to squeeze the ball for dear life. Lift the arms. Arms come down. We release the ball. We then don't come back up. We do it again. We squeeze, we lift, and then bring it back. We squeeze, we lift, we bring it back down. We squeeze, we lift, we bring it back down. And then you can sit up nicely. So we're going to do 4 hinged back. That is a lot on your backs, okay? So if you feel any twinging, we don't like it, sit yourself back up. That's absolutely fine, okay? Are we ready? Are we smiling?
Smiling on.
That's a good, I'll take that, we're laughing. Right, holding, right, left hand to that right wrist, guys. Start position, arms in front of us, nice and strong now. We're breathing in here. As you breathe out, hinging back to a point that you can hold. Remember, you've got to hold it for a while. Right, breathing in here. As you breathe out, squeeze the ball, little lift of the arms. In breath, bring the arms back down, release the squeeze. 3 more now, keep those tummies engaged. Squeeze and lift on the out breath. In breath, bring it all back. Well done, go on guys, 2 more. Squeeze for dear life, little lift of those arms. And bring it back to that start position. Go on, last time. Squeeze, lift. Right, arms come down. Keep that squeeze as you hinge yourself all the way back up. Arms rest. Release that squeeze. Well done.
Oh.
Very good going. So, tummies would have worked. Shoulders would have worked, arms would have worked, legs would. Is there anything that didn't work during that exercise? Right, my lovelies. What we will be doing now is, right, take the ball away, take the pillow away, pop them to the side. And when I say side, make sure they are out of your way, because if everyone is happy, we're just going to finish off with a bit of standing work, yeah? Remember, if you don't want to do standing work today, absolutely fine to stay seated. All of the exercises I can change and you can do them in the chair as well. But if you are happy to, we'll do a little bit of standing work. So up you come if you are happy to. And as usual, can you make sure your chair is close by? And obviously make sure ball isn't around. Don't start kicking it around or anything. Not playtime just yet. Perfect. Right, guys. So to start off with, we're actually going to focus on our spines. So one of the exercises we start with is our waist twist. You know the one where I say about rotating to look behind you? Yeah? Mm-hmm. We're going to do that standing. So what I want you to focus on is your hip bones. Can you make sure your hip bones stay forwards? All throughout this exercise, hip bones stay forward. They are not moving, okay? Let's take, it's up to you, whichever is easiest. Are we happy to clasp hands into our chest? Is that comfortable for everyone? Can we do that? Yeah, clasping hands into our chest. So hands, both hands into your chest. stand in nice and tall for me, okay? We'll go round to the left to begin with. So I want you to breathe in, and as you breathe out, turn your head to the left first. Now, want us to focus on our upper body turning. It is our spine rotating to look behind us. Keep your hip bones forwards. Breathing in, and then as you breathe out, slowly bringing yourself back to that start position. Good. Let's try one to the right now. So breathe it in. As you breathe out, turning the head to the right first. Upper body is turning. Hips stay facing forward. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Bring yourself back. Good. Are we finding that it's a bit harder to do it standing rather than sitting? Because we have our bottom planted on the chair, it's quite easy for us to rotate. But when we're trying to make sure this lower part of our body doesn't move, it's a lot harder. We'll do one more to each side. So breathing in, on the out breath, round to the left. So turning the head to the left, upper body starts to rotate. Now hold it here. I want you to think about pushing your left hip back. So back behind you so it doesn't go anywhere. Breathing in and then breathing out. Bring yourself all the way back to that start position. Very good. Finishing off with one to the right for me. I'm going to have a look at what everyone's doing so I can see. Head turns to the right. Upper body starts to turn. Make sure those hips aren't going with you. Breathing in and then breathing out. Bringing it all the way back. And once you're back, you can rest those arms down. Well done, guys. Give those shoulders a bit of a wiggle. Good. I have a bit of a dance around Sarah. That's fun. Right, my lovelies. Before we do the next bit, can you make sure your chair's to your left-hand side? Oh, is everyone there already? No one moved, but now everyone's moving. There we go. So chair to the left-hand side so that we can use it for balance if we need to, okay?
We will.
Right, so we are actually working our right leg now, but we will be standing on our left leg, okay? Working right leg, but standing on the left leg. So first thing I want us to try and do with our right leg is breathe in, and as you breathe out, slowly lift right knee up towards your chest. So we're aiming for like a right angle. I'll show you to the side, Dina, if you can see, and then bring it back down. Good. Let's give it another shot on the out breath. Floating the foot off, knee slowly lifts. Well done. And then bring it back down. Perfect. Right, on this next one now, let's try not lean all the way over to the side when that leg lifts. Try and stay nice and centered. Use that tummy as much as you can. Breathing in. Now as you breathe out, floating that right foot off. All the weight down through that left leg. Perfect. In breath. Bring it back down. Well done, guys. They were really good. Right, last time with this right leg. On the out breath. Floating it up and away. Good. And then control it back down. Well done. Good. Right. Going to add one more bit into this little bit. I'll show you first so you can see what you think. This time, again, we'll be lifting that right foot up and away from the floor. We're going to hold it here. We're then going to take the leg out to the side, bring it back in, and then put the foot down. Okay? There's a lot of pressure down through your left leg. You've got the chair there. See how it goes, movement-wise, even if it's a small movement. Okay? So get your balance first. Focus on something that's not moving. Tummy's engaged. Breathing in. Now, as you breathe out, right foot heels off of the floor, knee comes up. Breathing in. Now, as you breathe out, knee comes out to the side. Well done. In breath. Bring it back. And out breath. pop it back down. And everyone relax their shoulders after that one. Everyone's literally so tense when they're doing anything. We're not working up here. Relax, relax. Last time on this side, guys, breathe it in. On the out breath, connect with that tummy as you float that right foot off as far as you can. Good. Now, out it goes to the side just a tiny bit. Well done. Good balance. Bring it back to that start position. Place it down and give those legs a bit of a whip. Good job. Really, really good. Should we try it on the other side? Right. So, now the challenge comes. Chair, wherever you're happy with chair, because you have to remember now, we're balancing on our right leg. A lot of weight is going to be going down into that right leg. So if you need that chair, you need to make sure you're able to hold on to it, okay? Are you ready? You all don't look very ready for this, but we're going to give it a shot and see how it goes. Remember, have a break if you need to. Tummy is working. You are nice and strong now, guys. Left leg. We're going to breathe in. As you breathe out, little lift of that left foot up and away from the floor. And in breath, bring it down. Very good. Can we manage 3 more on this side? On the out breath, peeling the left foot away from the floor as it lifts. And in breath, bring it back down. Good job. Well done. Go on, guys. 2 more now. Little lift. Remember, it doesn't have to come all the way off the floor. It can just be tiny. And take it down. Go on. Last time with that leg. Coming up and away. Keep that tummy engaged. Keep that back nice and long. And take it down. Good. Give those legs a bit of a wiggle before we do the next bit now, okay? So that left leg needs to stay up a bit longer as it travels out to the side. A lot more tummy. Use that chair for your balance as well. Nice and tall now. On the out breath, lifting that left foot up and away it goes. Go as far as you want to. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, sending it out to the left-hand side. Well done. In breath, brings it back. And then place that foot down. Yes. Go on. Give me 2 more. In your own time now. Remember, find something to focus on to give you that balance. Don't look at me. I'm too wobbly. Bring it back. And place it down. Well done. Go on. 1 more. Let me see what we're all doing. And out. Go on, Heather. Bring it down and rest yourself. Well done, guys. You'll be happy to know you can finish off sat in your chair. Plonk your bottoms back down. Good. Balance, well, to be honest, balance-wise on that side looked really good. Very good. We did move the chairs there, but that's absolutely fine. Very nice going. Right, guys, you can sit yourself back into your chair, relax your spines back into that chair, just turn off those muscles as much as you can. And before we go, just having a nice relax, especially for everyone's tense shoulders today for some reason. Maybe it's the whole pressure of Christmas coming up so quickly and not being prepared. Everyone got their turkeys on order? Right, guys, let's start rolling our shoulders back. Big rolls. Yeah, good. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then rolling them forwards. Is anyone spending Christmas outside of the UK? Is anyone going away? No? I mean, to be honest, I remember, I think my parents took me away when I was younger for Christmas. It's not the same when you're in hot weather, is it? It doesn't feel like Christmas. You want to eat a roast dinner when it's like 25 degrees. Right, guys, squeeze those shoulders up towards your ears. And you be as heavy as you want to as you drop them back down. Good. 2 more. Squeeze them up. And drop them. Nice. Last time. Good. Drop.
Oh,
And we are just going to finish off with your lovely roll downs, okay? So if you can, let those arms hang. Really try and hang yourself down there so you get a lovely stretch just to finish off with. So breathing in, and as you breathe out, nod your chin to your chest. Slowly roll your shoulders forward, head down towards your knees. Keep your bottom nice and heavy. Let your hands just hang. You're going to breathe in here, and then as you breathe out, nice and slowly now, as you restack everything back up, nice and tall. Good. You can slouch yourself back in your chair and go and enjoy the rest of your Monday afternoon and your Christmas as well. Well done, guys. Let me stop this lovely record.